Yo, what's up? How is everybody? What's going on? Underway in at the LAX area where the Niners have taken it right down the field against the Rams. Jake Tongas, touchdown catch from Mac Jones. 10:09 to go in the first, and the Niners lead 7-0 at the Rams. Um, right down the field. Actually, there was a first and 20, and they converted it as well. There was also a first and 15. Mac Jones 5 for 5. The touchdown pass was for 6 yards, 8 plays, 72 yards. And the Niners, who were catching 8 points tonight, some places as high as 8.5, are on the board first after the Rams kicked off to them. Total in the game closed 43.5, 44. This game was as low as 3.5 and 47 on Sunday before the Niners announced a plethora of injuries and guys who did not play or eventually would not play because of the injuries. So, good start for the Niners. There are a couple of other games going on tonight in the sports world. It's a great night. It's really a great time of year. Once the baseball playoffs get started, it's really hard to beat this month, and just based on sheer volume in terms of the amount of games that's going on and the different sports that are being played. The NFL tonight, Sunday, Monday. You've got college football tonight, tomorrow, Saturday. I believe next Tuesday there will be college football games for the next couple weeks, and Wednesday. So we're in the middle of a stretch of games for a couple weeks here where there will be games pretty much every day for the next, I think it's 3 weeks in football. We got baseball playoffs started this week. Today is the end of the wild card round. 3 of the 4 advancees have moved on to the quarterfinals of the baseball. So we got 9 teams left from 12. Yankees Red Sox winner tonight will make it to the quarterfinals and travel on the road to begin the next round. And I'll give you those baseball matchups a little bit later. The Dodgers are in Philadelphia. Detroit will travel to Seattle. The winner of this series goes to Toronto, and the Cubs, who beat San Diego, will go to Milwaukee up 94 to meet the Brewers. All those series will start on Thursday. So the Dodgers finished off the Reds last night. They'll get 2 days off. These other teams will get 1 day off, and then they'll start on Saturday. Rams start at the 33 after the kick return. We're inside at 10 minutes to go. Williams gets the carry, gain of about 3. The college game tonight, Sam Houston State and New Mexico State. Opener there, circa was New Mexico State 2 and 48.5. I see Sam Houston was up to 2 and 52.5 by Monday morning at a lot of places, and it's pretty much settled in that area, 1.5 on top 2. I don't agree with it. I think that the opening line at circa was the correct number. I made New Mexico State 2-point favorite myself. Was looking to maybe try to get involved had it got to 3. It did not, so nothing to it on this end. And then, of course, like I said, this game tonight, that game is on the CBS College Sports Channel. It starts in about 40 minutes or so, give or take. So I actually, JV night again on the TVs, I left I only have 2 TVs on right now. To turn the other one off when the Cub game went final. And Red Sox and Yankees are on ESPN. Rams, Niners are on Amazon Prime, and then that other game is on the CBS College Channel. So I got to fire up one of my other TVs here when we get to a breaking point here shortly. Let's see. Baseball scores earlier. We'll get to them while the Rams move the sticks. 8.5 to go in the first quarter. Williams another carry. Let's see. Detroit beats Cleveland as a small underdog. 6-3 goes over the total. Cubs 3-1 final over San Diego. They were a small favorite under the total. Your Stafford downfield over the head of Atwell, incomplete. And Yankees Red Sox underway. Top second. Red Sox lead off man on base with a base hit. 2-1 count to Rafaela from Schlittler. I am behind on that game, so I'm not going to do much play-by-play on the baseball game. But the ESPN feed, a good solid 20, 30 seconds behind everybody else's on the stream. Not worth it. And then obviously the football game, I have a pretty good feed with Amazon. Second and 10 at the 43. Trips right. Williams back in the backfield. Nakua by himself on the left. Or is that Adams? Okay, here comes a blitz. They got it. Back to the 32. Stafford, no chance that time. Niners will force third and forever. There is some hockey exhibition games. I will absolutely not talk to you about any of those other than to say 6 of them are gone. Los Angeles and Utah go in a half hour. There is no, well, I guess there is actually in-game betting on this shit, believe it or not. Pinnacle's got it. That's kind of crazy. Preseason hockey. The one thing that I don't like about that, here I go saying I wasn't going to talk about it. Why don't the teams why doesn't somebody like Vegas go to the East Coast and just play all their games out east and have training camps set up to go, out east somewhere? I don't know. Do you have to be at your home the whole time? I don't know how many. I'm ignorant about how many guys have to, be cut, before in the NFL. I know you go from 95 down to 53. What is it like in hockey? I guess before I start speaking out my ass, I don't want to be too ignorant, but it just seems like it'd be better to play all your games against teams that you don't see in the regular season very often, rather than playing your teams that are in your division. You play them 5 or 6 times already. What's the point of playing them in the preseason too? 4th and 14, Rams, they punt. It's caught at the 9. Broke the first tackle, kind of. At the 10, he goes down. 6:59 to go in the first. The Niners will take over there. Rams are still a favorite on the live price. Let's update it in just a second. Red Sox 1 down, 1 on. The Schlittler's throwing 99, 100. Kind of crazy. These guys have such good arms. I saw the guy for the Red Sox tonight was born in the middle of 2002. Just crazy to think that their pitchers, and the Yankees guy was born, in February of 01. So we're talking guys that are born after 9/11. I mean, that defies logic. These guys are so young they don't even remember 9/11, or they weren't even alive for it, let alone remember it. Okay, Niners up 7-0 with the ball at their own 10. Rams 3-point favorites. I don't agree with that at all. I wasn't super impressed with the Rams last week. I thought the Colts basically beat the Colts. The Rams didn't beat the Colts. So yeah, I've on a short week, and the Niners, if you want to get right down to it, Purdy has not been great. It's more of Mac Jones isn't going to beat anybody, but he's also not going to beat his team. And I thought Purdy last week was trying to maybe do a little much at times and almost got his team beat. Now, there were a lot of other mistakes on both sides. The Niners had stupid defensive penalties. They missed some tackles. They had a ton of turnovers. Not all of those were Purdy's fault, but maybe, you let Purdy get, a little bit more healthy, takes a couple, 3 weeks off, whatever, and I'll have to read more into what all transpired to get him to this situation. I know a lot of skill players are out for the Niners, and that's the reason why this line went haywire. But people are talking about using the Rams as survivor. It's like, what world can that be a good idea? I mean, these division games, these teams know each other so well, and traditionally speaking, the Niner coach has done okay in these spots where his back's been to the wall. I think I saw some number they're really bad against the spread as like a huge dog or something. I think that's a little overblown. Just like I say, off a loss, I think he's been pretty good in his career. 3 and 45.5. I like the Niners. Nothing right now. Let's just watch another drive, and hopefully, if nothing happens, the line will go up. But I wouldn't be surprised. Again, we need to get out of the scripts. Let's see what happens once we get a couple of drives both ways, and the game sort of settles in a little bit. I don't want the momentum to flip on me, then I'm stuck with the wrong end of this. So they're showing a couple of shots of the stadium. It's astonishing how much red travels. It's literally, the crowd looks like it's 50-50 at this game. It might even be more Niners. McCaffrey bangs his way up the middle for about 5. So the baseball playoffs take a bye tomorrow night. However, there are 5 college football games. I'll be around with you guys. The tentative plan is basically from 7 o'clock Eastern. I'll work the first half of UNC Charlotte and South Florida. Jones fires to the sideline, complete out to the 26, first down Niners. I think somebody lost a mouthpiece. That game's on ESPN2, that UNC Charlotte, South Florida. Then Western Kentucky, Delaware is on CBS College Sports. Those games go at 7 Eastern. The last 3 don't go until 10, 10:30, and 10:30. So it's a long night. New Mexico at San Jose State on FS1. West Virginia, Brigham Young on ESPN. And Colorado State, San Diego State on CBS College Sports. What I will do is likely go from 7 until halftime, so 8:30 to 9, give or take on when those games are into and out of the half, or we've made decisions on the 2 prices for possible halftime bets. And then I'm going to take a break for about an hour, come back right around kickoff of the 10 o'clock game to Mexico, San Jose State Eastern time, and we'll be with you for the next 2 hours or so till midnight or 12:30 Eastern to get through those 3 half times of the late games. And then, of course, we're back Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern for all of the college football. Saturday, as things stand, I wrote down the schedule trying to get my TVs in order a little bit earlier. Looks like there are 9 games at noon and 9 games at 3:30 Eastern time. And the card is kind of light in the evening. I think that has to do with maybe the baseball playoffs, but not totally sure. There's only 2 games at 7, 4 at 7:30, and then 1 at 7:45, 1 at 8, and 2 at 10:30 Eastern. So it's kind of a slow night once you get out of the day schedule of the college foots. That 3:30 window also has 5 games on ESPN Plus. So there's like a 3 at 4. So there's like 17 or 18 games if you count the TNT game at 3 p.m. Eastern. And that 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock window Eastern will be the busiest part of the day. 3rd and 6 for the Niners at the 45. Clock moving at 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Give myself a little Al Michaels love here. Gun. Jones rolls, fires, back to McCaffrey. He's stacked up right at the line by McCullough. That's going to be short by about, according to the yellow line, about 6 to 8 inches it looks like. They'll go for it. May actually manage this, or as they do now, not a manage, but sort of a, what is it, they beat down to see if they get it or not. They have a sensor in the ball. Interesting. I hadn't noticed this about the Red Sox pitcher. This guy's only made 2 road starts, and both of them were at minor league ballparks. He faced the A's in Sacramento, and then he faced the Devil Rays at Steinbrenner Field, which is the Yankees spring training facility. Remember, the hurricane messed up Tampa Bay Stadium about a year ago at this time and rendered it basically unplayable. They're going to actually, I don't think they'll ever hold another sporting event in there. They'll tear it down before there's anything else important in there. Jones gooses it on 4th and inches. Fairly easy push against the Rams line. So 3:45 to go. The Niners move the sticks. They're out near midfield. Boston pitcher got through the first inning in 8 pitches against the Yankees' first 3 guys. Stanton has already taken in 4 here in this one. Jones all day, arrow route to the receiver, caught, gain of about 9. It's Valdez-Scantling. Stanton hits one to the gap. Ball was hit so hard the outfielders didn't even get to it. He wasn't even running. He makes second only by default. I don't know whether he thought he got all that or what. It had to have either fell down or just didn't run out of the box. Okay, he hit 115 miles an hour. That sort of makes sense. And the outfielders, I don't know where they were playing. It took them forever to get to the ball. That's how hard it was hit. McCaffrey. Hang on, that's the backup. I guess he was running. Kind of. That ball was scorched. But if it didn't come close to getting out, I mean, it hit the bottom of the fence. Anyways, leadoff double for the Yankees. Jones play fake, took a shot to Juszczyk, and man, not there. Oh yeah, he wasn't running. He was trotting out of the box. Well, that's all. Given that guy's been playing baseball for like 15 years, that is a gross interpretation of you thinking you hit one out of the park and you weren't even close. Niners, 4th and 1. Jones is going to call timeout. Didn't like what he saw there with McCaffrey in the slot. 2:11 to go in the first. Niners have ran about 19 plays to about 6 for the Rams here. They've done what they wanted to early. No commercial on Amazon. Good on them. Surprises me. Here comes some steam back on Sam Houston. I might get my 3 after all in New Mexico State. Just totally crazy to me. The counter argument can be that Sam Houston's played a harder schedule. I don't care. I've been so unimpressed by them. I mean, Hawaii and UNLV are 2 bad teams, and they both handled Sam Houston. I shouldn't say UNLV's bad. I mean, they're 4-0. They're not impressive. Their power rating is the lowest of the undefeated teams. How about that? I can say that. Robinson up the middle. Give him a little over a yard, first down. Clock moving. Ahmed Rosario steps in after the strikeout. It was fairly predictable against the lefty. 1 down, man on second. Gun right, motion, trick play. Now a flea flicker type play. Now back to McCaffrey. The whole world's in front of him on us. That play had all kinds of everything. A pitch, a reverse, a pass back to the quarterback, and then a screen to McCaffrey. Looks like he got face mask and they didn't call it. He doesn't complain to the refs much. That's really a great design. That is a face mask. Oh no, a horse collar. McCauley says it's not a horse collar. I agree with him. After seeing the replay, it looked bad, worse than what it was. Good job by the refs. 2nd and short. They run it for a first down. Power play off the left tackle. 12 plays, 66 yards so far. Assuming that this play continues to keep the clock running, it'll be the last play of the first quarter. Jones, pump, fake, fire. Caught, but out of bounds. DeMarcus Robinson. X-Ram. Rosario's popped it up to right field. 2 outs for the Yankees. Do have over in that game, by the way. I've over on almost every one of these games. Worked out well for me in Cleveland the last couple of days. Not so much so in Chicago in any of them. Yankees last night got to the number. The night before, not close. Tonight, bad start. I think our price tonight on the Yankee total over 7.5, minus -05, and that's pretty close to what it opened. The other games moved our way. Win, loss. End of the quarter, 7-0 Niners. They'll face a third down coming out of the break. Easily San Francisco's best quarter from start to finish, and not surprising given how sloppy they were the other night to get them to play a clean quarter to start tonight with all the scripts and everything too. Let's see if they can hang on to some win. It's 3rd and 8 at the 24 coming out. The Rams are still the favorite, 1.5 or 2. Yeah, I don't quite see it. I mean, I feel like the worst case, the Niners are supposed to get points out of this. I feel like I missed the 3 before the start of the drive, and they've busted their ass to get it down the field to this point. It's still only a point cheaper. Yeah, I think I'm going to go here. There's 2 out there at Circa now. Let's bet some Niners +2. Call it 1.5 units, small to medium. I'm going to confirm when this gets in on the chat. Hopefully everybody's had a good week so far. First stream since Sunday. I'm to the point where I'm not quite ready to go professional all the way with the overlays and the logos and stuff. The guide's helping me on it. I'd say we're probably a week behind schedule. I was hoping to be done at the earliest last weekend, at the latest before this weekend, and we're still not there yet. So a little unfortunate. I'm not going to hype it to the world. Still keep it kind of a private thing between just you guys that are checking this out now for at least another week, I guess. Hopefully no excuses. We'll be ready to rock and roll by next week at this time. Hang on, trying to get confirmation here. +2 flat. All right, we're in. Hopefully everybody that's interested got some. Anybody interested in the college game that's going to go in about 15 minutes, all the 2.5s are gone, making way for 2s again. So going back down. Mexico State money here at the end. All right, 3rd and 8 for the Niners at the 24. 15th play of the drive. Jones, back shoulder, caught. First down. Robinson down to the 5. First game back in LA against the Rams. I'm not a Mac Jones fan, but if you give him time, he can make plays to win games. He's more of a guy that's not going to get you beat than he is going to be a guy that win games. No complaints so far tonight. Toss sweep to McCaffrey on the right side. Bangs it down from the 5 to maybe the 2. Second and goal. I'm not sure what the pinnacle line is. They still got 2 on the bottom. That's got to be a mistake. 16 plays, 90 yards. It would be great if it turns into 17 or 18 and 92 yards. Because that means they will have reached the paint. I guess they start at the 9, so they're at the 1 now. Second and goal. It is at the 1. Shotgun now. Motions everywhere. McCaffrey wide left in the slot. Juszczyk is the halfback. Throw to McCaffrey. Great scheming. Great execution. Just runs a little out. Jones hits him. Touchdown. It is a loud crowd in there. It's like I said, there's a ton of red in that building. 17 plays, 91 yards, 8-18. Niners. 13-0, point pending. And they got him in the slot against their linebacker. No chance. This is just really good execution. The 49ers have played really a flawless script to this point. Monster game, 3-1 against 3-1 in the division. Let's see if the Rams can come back and answer the bell in this drive. They've only had the ball for just a few plays and a couple of first downs. 14-0 Niners. 13:44 to go before the half. Live price, Niners are going to be about a 3-point favorite. Jones with the second touchdown pass. Circa, big move on Sam Houston down to 1. So there is more support from my New Mexico State side. Important to let you know that I have nothing to it in that game. Just a lean. 1-3, couldn't get it. Who threw out the first pitch for the Yankees? That was a dart. No score, top of the third in that baseball game. The live price, give or take, Yankees are laying about what they were pregame, or maybe a little bit higher. Must be one out. 50 to 60 cents. Total's now down to like the 5 range, 5 flat. Started like 5.5 under 50 or 60 before this inning. So are we really going to get to the point where 3 runs is going to be like good enough to win the game? I sure hope not. As someone who has over, that is no bueno. Yeah, Niners are 2.5. Wow, the Westgate 3.5 to dog money. 2.5 minus money at most places. Chris is 3 dog money. Pinnacle 1 minus 34. That's whatever you want to do with that juice wise. It's conceding. Go back to 2.5 minus 28 now. Circa 2.5 flat. Now minus 20. Buckeye the same. Totals are 48.5 over money. 49.5 under a little bit. There's a 50 under 25 as well. Showing some of the Niners' execution in the last drive, well, both drives. The underneath stuff has been really good. They saw something. I'm sure the Colts were doing a lot of that last week too. They had some guys running outside the route, and they're caught the 10 out to the 20, 25 eventually, 31. 13:36, they'll start it there. Schultler with his 4th strikeout so far. He's thrown 44 pitches, top 3, 2 out. Gonzalez never a chance there. Nakua. Give him 5. That's crazy. The Niners, no points allowed. Tonight's an asterisk. They got the ball first. If those stats include the games where they actually deferred, that's really impressive. The Niners just don't feel like a 3-1 team the way they've been priced the last couple weeks and the way they played against Jacksonville. The thing about it is they were only laying 3 at home when they made all those mistakes and -4 on the turnovers and this, that, and the other. They still had a ball with a chance to win the game. Third and 5 Rams. Pass to Williams was knocked down. He was open. Nakua over the middle, complete. Gain of about 15. That'll move the sticks. Rand strikes out, inning over. Schlittler's faced one over the minimum. Thrown about 50 pitches through 3. Bottom 3 Yankees. Batting, no score. Now they're 4.5 over 30s out there. Sucks. Kind of hard to believe that no one would actually guard Nakua given his numbers in the first 4 weeks. He's leading every meaningful statistic for receivers by like miles, like record-breaking paces, yards, catches, targets, all of it. He's checking to something here on 2nd and 8 at the Niner 48. Nakua in motion. Throw, give it to Williams. Gets a block from Nakua. Cuts it back to the left and gets about 5. The third short, maybe 3. There are some 51 and a halves in town. Most of the total on that Sam Houston New Mexico State game, which goes in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, is 52. You're going to have to give me, like I said, just a few seconds here shortly to fix the TV situation. I may do it after this drive. Williams gets a yard on 3rd down. It'll be Warner racks him up after a yard. It'll be 4th and 1 at the Niner 40. Certainly they'll go for it. That Warner is an incredible player. All right, here we go. Rams a big formation. Stafford hands to the back, pounds his way through on the right side between the guard and the tackle. Gets about 4. They'll move the sticks. Clock inside of 10 minutes, first half. Volpe up for the Yankees here, leading off in the 3rd. Red Sox, I think, have also only faced one over the minimum through 2 innings early. Stafford, another kind of a big formation, tight end to the right. This is a run. The Niners didn't have anybody in the box. Both the tackles for the Rams got downfield 5 yards before they saw anybody. The right tackle and the left tight end. It's actually disappointing that they didn't get more yards than that. 4th first down of the day for the Rams. They move it. Early already has 4 strikeouts for the Red Sox. Yankees don't hit. Neither one of these teams are a threat. Fumble. And the Niners got it. Excellent. Just an easy toss pitch play. I don't know whether Cord took his eye off the ball or whether it was a bad pitch or both. He asked Stafford what happened. Whatever Stafford said to him, he nodded his head and seemed to be satisfied with the answer. There was penetration. That play had no chance from the get-go. Even if he catches, he's going to lose 5 yards. So the Niners will take over out past their own 40. 8:51 to go in the 2nd. They have broken serve twice and scored 2 touchdowns. They lead 14-0. Live price coming. They're going to be favored probably 4.5. If I had to guess, I'd say closer to 6 is right. Bear with me here in just a second. I'm going to give you the live price, and then I'm going to go fix my TV situation so I can make sure that I have Sam Houston And New Mexico State ready for the kick. And speaking of which, I need to pull up my box scores. Let's see. No. Is that it there? No. Live price, Niners 14-0, 8:51 to go in the second. Niners are a 4-point favorite. There is 4.5 out there. Buckeyes 3 lay 30, which is a little bit cheap. Total 45.5. There is a 45 out there. Base hit Yankees, 2 outs, 1 on. Man, I don't know. I feel like the Niners might be a good bet again. I mean, there's been nothing I've seen so far of the Rams that make me think they're going to be the right side this game. I'm gonna go for more. The Buckeye 3 is gone. That was the number. Let's see if we can find a 3.5. We got the bat signal out here. Yeah, I like the Niners again. 4 minus 09 is the best we can do. Let's just do it small for another unit. If you can get to 4 minus 110 or better, go ahead. You have my blessing. You can even lay 15 for a unit. The spot actually wasn't as good as I thought it was. Did get down at -4, minus 09. There's actually a 3.5 out there now after that first play. They have it at the 30, their own 30. Kayla Davis for the Niners. DT is questionable to return. Early gets out of the third. No score at the end of 3 in the Bronx. Yankees are laying between 1/4 and 40 cents. Total 4.5 flat, give or take. Jones fires over the middle, complete. That's Bourne. Key of the Bourne identity. They're out to the 47, first down Niners. He's 12 of 14 for 147 and 2 touchdowns. Great start. Toss to McCaffrey. Cuts it back, gets it to the 49. Halfway through the second quarter. Invested on the Niners here at +2 flat and -4 flat, give or take, for a total of 2.5. See if they can continue to keep the pressure on. Like I said, I have not been impressed with much that I've seen out of the Rams here. Again, it's early, but this is a get right spot, I guess, from how the Niners played last week. Wonder if they had that guy, John Lynch, in there just chewing their ass. All the mistakes last week. Kind of crazy. Trips right here. The give is to the back. He gets maybe 4 this time, McCaffrey. It'll be 3rd down. Third and 5 here. Just across midfield. Yeah, like I say, they're close enough now that they might go for it if they get to a 4th and manageable. Slant. Oh, dropped by Bourne. That'll be really close to the sticks, but he couldn't hang on. 6:18 to go. They'll likely punt it. Hang tight for the live price, assuming they do punt. I got to get this TV fixed. Give me about 15 seconds. All right, New Mexico State is kicked off. Hunter Watson onto the field for Sam Houston. He has 2 picks and no touchdown passes this year. 2 rushing touchdowns, however. Story flies out to intermediate right field, and Judge makes the play. This is a terrible start for my over. So, need to write this down. The kickoff in that game. Mexico State kicked. I have no, like I said, rooting interest, to be honest. Did like New Mexico State some, made them the favorite. They closed as a dog. So we'll see what happens. Up there, Circa at the very end actually went to pick. Everybody was 1.5 on top with Sam Houston State the favorite. There was a couple of 2s. Amapola and Bet War had 2. Let's see. There's a couple other places I'm looking at here. Let's see. So the live price after the San Francisco punt, 14-0, 6-11 to go in the second. Niners are laying 3 -17 or 4 even money, 4 plus 06, 3.5 flat, closer to being right. 44 the total is the consensus price. There are some variations of that out there. Caesars had 2 on the Sam Houston State as well in town. And like I said, Circa went to pick at the end. Everybody else was 1.5 or 2. On Sam Houston, the favorite at 0-4 against the 2-2 Aggies. First down for Sam Houston out near midfield. I'll have a delay on that game, so I'll be following the box score more at times. Rams take over at their own 15. Left tackle false starts on the first play. That is a crazy stat. Nakua with 3 games, 10 catches and 100+ yards out of 4. The rest of the league combined 2. 1 for Chase and 1 for Jefferson. Yankees give up 1 hit in the 4th, and that's it. Schlittler mows him down. He's still only thrown 58 pitches. This is terrible. Got to get to the Yankee bullpen somehow. I need the Red Sox bullpen too, the way this other guy's pitching. Second and 15 at the 10. 4-man rush. Stafford back, fires. Left side, complete. That's Adams. Give him about 12. Stafford gun. 3rd and 3. 4-man rush again. Man on the back end. Throws it. Caught. Nakua. That's a great play. First down Rams, most likely. It'll be close to it. There's going to be a defensive holding, which will wipe it all out. So it'll be a first down for the Rams regardless. Stafford play fake, tried to hit Nakua going long. Not really there, incomplete. Second and 10 to 25. Little arrow route to the back, out of the backfield. Give him about Williams. Give him about 7. Be 3rd and 3. Sam Houston must have converted a 4th and short earlier. I think they had a 3rd and 3 incompletion. There might have been a penalty. Stafford back, fires, complete. Ferguson, great play. The Niner defender was all over him. Well, that's the kid that played at Oregon last year. Yeah, that guy's a freak. I was wondering what happened to him. I mean, he caught that, but the kid for the Niners had great coverage. I mean, he's got his hands all the way in there. Oh, the Yankees hit one in the Bermuda Triangle, Bellinger, for a blue double. Wow, the Niners, what a play this guy makes. This field goal for Sam Houston from Mars is no good, 4th and 8. New Mexico State gets the stop. They'll take over at the 38, 9:47 to go in the first. Yeah, this guy for the Rams catches it. No one touches him, so he's not down. The Niners safety comes in, and instead of trying to touch him to put him down, he tries to punch the ball out. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It almost worked. First down, Rams at the Niner 25. Play fake Stafford, rolls right, fires. Complete, gain of about 10. Depends on the spot. They might only give him 9. Clock moves. We near the half, 2:41 to go. Clock moving. Both teams have all their timeouts. Whittington with motion left and back to the right, just to establish that the coverage was indeed, looks like man. Nobody there. Yeah, first down, Rams. 7 plays, 70 yards so far. Their 3rd drive of the game and easily their most prosperous. Here comes a blitz. They don't pick it up. They do pick it up. Sorry, Williams. They throw right into it. It's an easy touchdown. 15 yards. 2:09 to go before the half. The only good thing about that is the Niners get the ball back with 2 timeouts left and can at least try to score before the break and don't let the Rams double up on them. Extra point is good. God, there's a lot of red in there. 14-7. Rams slice the lead in half. 2:09 to go before the break. I have a feeling that the live prices, now that they got the Rams the favorite again, I don't agree with that. Now, after this drive, if the Niners don't score and it goes in at halftime like this, that's fine. But there is no world that you're going to tell me that the Rams, if the score goes in this way, even though they get the ball at halftime, it's going to be an 8-point favorite at halftime. That's just not going to happen. And the fact that the Niners get the ball still, like right now, and in theory, it could be the last team to possess it before the half, That just doesn't add up for me. It doesn't vibe. As a matter of fact, if you think the closing line was right, and that's if you have no opinion on the game, you should be betting the Niners right now, just based on that math. I happen to have an opinion on the game and have given you a reason to play it twice. The Niners +2 and the Niners -4. I think the Niners +1's a good bet right now. I'm not going to go bury myself in the first game of the week, but if you have unlimited bankroll and you think the same thing I do, you should certainly go for it. Yankees have the first two reached to start in the bottom of the fourth. Short kick. Niners will start at the 34. 2:04 to go before halftime. The 2:04 market's an open playbook. I would actually run the ball here if they have a light box, just because the clock couldn't stop anyways. It'd be good to start the drive out with a successful play. If you can get 3-4 yards here at least, stay ahead of the chains. Go into the 2-minute warning. Take away the Rams' thoughts of starting to call their own timeouts. Mexico State, first down at midfield. Gun. Running back breaks a tackle, gets 2 yards, and then gets smashed. Aggies at home have been competitive at times this year, a couple of decent wins. Jones, batted down, incomplete, 2-minute warning, 2nd and 10. That's the first time he's seen some pressure tonight, and he clearly didn't like it. He was backpedaling the whole time. He threw off his back foot. First time the Rams have really gotten him out of his comfort zone. Now I am no longer interested in the Niners. The tide has changed in this game. Definitely need a first down here. Would prefer points. Anything that doesn't let the other team score points and then come out of the half with the ball with the chance to take the lead would be bad. Play from ahead for as long as you can. You work too hard to get this lead over the first quarter and a half. Live price again, Rams 1.5. Like I said, at the most it should be pick. Early big strikeout is 6th of the night. God, these Yankees, they suck. 10 outs and 6 of them are via strikeout, and that's just pitiful. I mean, I don't care how good this kid's supposed to be. Mexico State quarterback runs for the first down to the 36, no flags. Excellent. Don't really have a dog in that fight yet. Kind of trying to see what to do. I'm a little bit sick that I don't have the dog, given the fact that they should be the favorite. But I'll look for something to do there, maybe live. I shouldn't be rooting at all. Kind of want to verify my number in the game's correct, so I'll root for the sides that can confirm the fact that my prices are good. Rosario, base hit to left. This is going to score a run. Safe. Yankees take the lead, 1-0. First and second, bottom of the fourth, 1 out. New price of the Yankees. What is this, Pinnacle, 5-1? Jesus. One run and they're all of a sudden you can get the Red Sox plus 410. Absurd. Niner Ram totals back up higher than what the game total was again after it went lower for a little bit. It's now 1.5 Rams, 1.5 minus money at a couple places, and 46.5 flat. There is some 47.5 under money in this game, which, again, that's a huge deal if it gets to 24. Actually, even if it doesn't, it's a huge deal. Now, 48's a big number. 46 to 47 isn't all that huge. We're sitting 26 right now. It'll be 23 to kick a field goal. Sure is Thompson. Niners going a big formation here. The tight end lines up left with the receivers. Big formation. They're fake to McCaffrey. Max protect. Fires. Complete. Great work by the Niners. Is that Bourne? Yep. Oh, man, that's excellent execution there, too. Had all kinds of different guys in motion. On the left side, it was a big formation. I thought they may do something with McCaffrey, then they don't. Oh, Yankees, base hit. The guy on second didn't get a good jump, so it's bases loaded with only one out. Early up to 65 pitches here. Red Sox are going to have to go to the pen soon. There's an arrow route that's incomplete for the Niner tight end, I think. Was a drop. Landman whacked him pretty good. 1:13 to go. Yeah, no catch. The guy that made the play actually hurt himself. May have knocked the wind out of himself. Yankees base hit. Oh, 1 run scores. The other one airmailed behind the plate. 2-0 Yankees. Bases still loaded. Come on, big inning. No whammies. Let's get this over. Let's get some more runs. Get some overs, baby. Let's go. Runs, runs, runs. I will say, as many things as I find that the Yankees are flawed at, they still are in here. They won 11 out of 12 to get into the playoffs, and they tied the Blue Jays in the division. The Blue Jays had to get hot at the very end to make sure that they had to sweep, I think, or they had to, against the Rangers to win the division. So the Yankees, if they win this game, will have going into Toronto will be on like a 13-2 run. Oh, the sweeper! Man, should have been right in the bottom of the zone. He could take that the opposite way. A couple of these Yankees ground balls have been sort of fortunate too. They've had eyes. If they're hit just another foot or two, a couple feet to the right or left, it could easily have been double play balls. Third and 2 for Mexico State. First down, carry up the middle, gets about 6. So it'll be first and goal for New Mexico State. 14-7 in the Ram game with the injury timeout. Second and 10. The Rams are 1. There is also some pick out there. Superbook getting cute with 1.5 on top to dog a bunch of money, which is the same thing as basically pick, or 1.5 on the other side, dog a bunch of money. 46.5 with the little shade to under. There is a 45.5 at Chris. I actually lean over at that number. It's basically saying if somebody scores before halftime, the line's not going to be as low as 21. Uh-oh, fumble by New Mexico State. It looks like it. It's going to be Sam Houston ball at their own 4. 4:23 to go in the first. Each team's had the ball once, no points. Total nightmare if you got over 52 and 51.5 in that game. Niners at the 45. Now I have to look at the hockey schedule. Do the Avalanche play against the Kings tomorrow night? Is that the deal? No, they're just off. They play. No, they play there on Tuesday the 7th. I don't know what that is. So the Avs were out here last night. They went to LA tonight, and then they're going to go back home, I guess. They play the Kings at LA on Tuesday next week in the regular season opener. So the last night of the preseason is tomorrow night. Niner formation was illegal. They had a small game. The flag was declined, but more importantly, the clock stops. So the Rams get to hang on to their timeouts. It's now 3rd and long. 1:11 to go in the first half. Niners still trying to get to the right side of the field. Third and 10, yeah. 3rd and 9 maybe. Timeout Niners. 1:11 to go. this down a distance, the Rams will certainly be the favorite now. What's the holdup in this Yankee game? My Twitter is telling me catcher's interference. Didn't look like it to me. Okay, so the people on Twitter are also saying it's not interference. Foul tip. Here we go. Jones back. 4-man rush. Fires. Complete. First down. Excellent work. 103 on the line. The tight end for the Niners. That was the safety valve. Sent everybody downfield. Chucked it underneath. Clock now at 51 seconds and moving at the 43 of the Rams. Here's a catch by Robinson to the 35. It'll be 2nd and 3. Clock moving. Niners with 1 timeout left. They are in field goal range, but now the ambitions are a little bit higher. 30 seconds. Clock moving. Jones back. Trips right. Fires right. I think that might have been deflected. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 2. 26 seconds to go before the break. Yankees full count, bases loaded here. This Early's thrown 30 pitches in the inning. Huge pitch. Come on, let's go. Grounder. Oh, error on the first baseman. Base hit. It's going to score 2, it looks like. All right. It's not a hit. It's an error. There was an error earlier that they gave a hit. Tiger game, I think. McCaffrey up the middle, bangs his way to the 26. On 3rd and 2, the Niners are lining up to not call timeout. They're going to have to spike it. So they do. 13 seconds left at the 27. They still have 1 timeout left. Not an easy play by the first baseman. Still have to make it. And that does score 2. So I think it's 1st and 2nd for the Yankees, 4-0. Keep going, boys. Come on. Pile on. Crooked numbers. Overs back in play. Ball low, called a strike. No bueno. Yeah, 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Early still out there for the Red Sox. Their bullpen's actually in better shape than the other teams. I'm surprised that they're sticking with it. Over the middle, incomplete. MVS. 9 seconds left. Fly ball to right field. Should advance the runner from 2nd. No, it doesn't. He got a piano on his back. Actually, that was a good throw. It wasn't deep enough. I keep forgetting Yankee Stadium's the right field out there is the size of a crib. Let's see what they do with Judge. Rams call timeout with 9 seconds left. Niners back to the live favorite, as they should be. Given that the Rams will not get the ball before the half and the Niners have a good chance to score points here. Pitching change for the Red Sox. For sure going to be a righty. 4-0 Yankees. Made a nice dent in this total. 4 more gets the cash. Sam Houston, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. They're out to the 25 now. So this game here has had 2 long drives. Sam Houston had the ball first. 12 plays, 37 yards, 513. And then it was Mexico State for 12 plays, 57 yards, 524. Now it's Sam Houston with it again. They're about, 5 or 6 plays into this drive. McCaffrey bangs it up the middle for about 7. They're just setting up a field goal. They'll get a chance to kick it with 2 seconds left. Pinheiro, who was added after the fiasco in Seattle by the San Francisco kicker in week 1. Yeah, McCaffrey 18 touches. That's crazy. I guess they know they're gonna get a mini buy after this game. Give your monster some carries. Got to earn that contract, especially with all these other monsters they have on offense that are hurt and injured. To get all the usage out of him tonight, the quarterback playing a fairly good half, has been important for the Niners to be in position here. They know how big it is. If they can get this one, they go to 4-1. Even though they haven't played well at times, especially like I say last week. Down up. Oh, it wasn't a great spot. Got the holder, just got it down to the last second. It's good. So 17-7, the Rams will take the lead into the break. The Niners take the lead into the break. The Rams will get the ball first to start the second half. Minnesota, Houston have the byes next week. San Francisco goes to Tampa Bay in an afternoon game. And did they actually schedule New England and New Orleans for an afternoon game and they flexed it back to early? Who in the hell made that decision? And the Rams will go to Baltimore. That'll be fascinating. The Ravens sitting at 1-3, and they have a tough game this weekend and then another tough one next week before their bye. $17-7 halftime price is coming. What's the break in the Yankee game? Please don't tell me they hit the double play or some shit. I guess there was 2 outs. I guess Judge must have got out. That sucks. These over games, I'm sick of these teams leaving the bases loaded all the time. It's been a plague for me in all these games. It's happened several times. There's just a lot of guys everywhere. Yeah, top of the 5th. The Yankees are a big favorite on the money line. Total's 8 under 19, or basically 8. Yeah, it's a small under. So at least I'm back in the position where I'm a small favorite to get the total, but still need to get to 8 to win it. Not going to be fun. Halftime price of the Rams are 7.5. How can it be that high? I don't. What game are they watching to think it's supposed to be that? I just don't see it. I think that it's 7 at the very most. Sam Houston has a really nice punt down inside the 5. So New Mexico State takes over late in the first quarter. That's only the 3rd possession. Again, you've got a missed field goal for Sam Houston after a 12-play 37-yard drive. Then you got a fumble by New Mexico State inside the 10 after a 12-play 57-yard drive. Then you got a 6-play 22-yard drive that took over 4 minutes, and then they punted. And now the end of the first quarter, after about a 4-yard gain for New Mexico State, they'll be 2nd and 6 at their own 6. Again, you got a missed field goal, a fumble, and a punt. This is only the 2nd New Mexico State drive of the game. No score in Las Cruces. I lean the Niners. I think the second half line, to be honest with you, I like 6.5 better than 7. That 3 is obviously an enormous price, and the Niners to win by 3 is almost the favorite. Really, if you look at the prices, but for the most part, I mean, Chris has got 7 minus 45, and everybody else is 7.5 flat. That 35 cents off that 3 with a total of 23, probably a little steep, but not too much. I'd say the half point there from 7 to 7.5 is worth like right at 30 cents. So 7.5 flat would be the same as 7 minus 40. Total basically painted 23. I'll be hanging out with you tonight until base hit Red Sox. Start the 5th. All right, Boston, your turn. Let's go. Let's go. Get back in this thing. Those of you who are running a little late here, I have over in the baseball game. Uh, what I will do before I tap out tonight, I'm going to actually, I've done a little bit of work here. I'm going to give you my prices on the baseball for the weekend and the series prices for the next round. Um, got about 9 minutes to go before the second half. Again, the Niners 17-7 at the break. They have had the ball on 4 possessions. They went touchdown, touchdown, punt, and field goal. Rams go punt, punt, touchdown. The field goal for the Niners on their fourth trip came at the buzzer. So the Rams do get the ball to start the second half. Totals painted 23, except for Pinnacle, that's 23.5. Chris went from 7 minus 40 to 8, the dog 15, which is minus 05 on the favorite. There are some 7.5 minus 05s out there, mostly 7.5 flat. I think that's too high. Again, I think the 7 market's a better price. And if I didn't have anybody telling me what to do, no market to go off of, I would probably have made the Rams 6.5. Now, all that being said, I've favored the Niners from the get-go, and already am on them twice at +2 and -4 for the game. So the fact that the second half price has now got them at either -2 or -2.5. Certainly, I'm not stealing anything here, but we'll see. Can still win both of them. That'd be a nice start to the week. Win 2.5 units. Probably won't do anything else live, but I'll stick with you for a bit here, at least through the halftime of the college game and some of this baseball. Second quarter about to kick off in Las Cruces. Live price basically New Mexico State a small favorite, 1.5 total, 37.5 give or take. They're at their own 6, 2nd and 6 on their second drive of the game. Too close to call that game. Too early. Schlitter now has 6 strikeouts. There's that 8. I can't even read. .67 pitches in the top of the 5th. Got to get to that Yankee bullpen somehow. Which means we might need a couple of runs. First down for New Mexico State out past the 15 clock. Now it's stopped. Cameraman got wiped out. The light guy, too. Is that the replay guy? Somebody down there got clobbered. This guy's throwing 98 people's eyeballs in the dude's. Who's this, Abreu? He's swinging at it. This will be his 70th pitch. He's gotten 13 outs. His fastball's 99. Great. Quarterback from Mexico State hung in there and threw a dart right down the field, complete. First down, Aggies out to the Sam Houston 45. That was a hell of a throw. Is that Fife? Logan Fife. Boy, there aren't many guys anywhere that can make that throw. That's 45 yards on a line into double coverage almost. The safety didn't get there. Great play. Yeah, if your quarterback can make throws like that in Conference USA, you're going to win a lot of games just by default. There's nothing. Conference USA doesn't have guys that can make that throw. What the hell? Now I got to read more about this kid. I can't remember him making that throw before. He is a senior. I can't read. Plus it's nighttime now. 6 starts at Fresno State, first 3 years, 8 starts. Last year at Montana. So he goes from Fresno to Montana, then Montana to here. And Phil Steele likes the upgraded recruiting core for New Mexico State. Yeah, this is Tony Sanchez. I actually like Tony Sanchez a lot. I thought he did a good job at UNLV and was grossly mistreated the way that they sort of asked him to leave. He had just started to recruit to a level where UNLV could be competitive. A couple of people are asking a couple questions here. Bear with me here. All right, halftime price on the NFL game. All the 7.5s are getting blasted, which I'm not surprised by. I told you I thought that line was bad. I thought it could not be higher than 7, really, under any circumstances. There wasn't actually briefly an 8 at Chris, which again, 8 and 7.5 are almost the same, given the context of the game. With it sitting 10 like this. Yankees 2 on. Sorry, Red Sox 2 on, 2 out. Schlittler's on 77 pitches. Total is 23 under at Circa and 23.5 over 15 at Paradise. So a little bit of a contrasting totals where you have the juice is 15, 20 cents lower, and the total itself is actually a half point off as well with the juice. So there actually is value either way you go if you believe that the market's strong. First down to Mexico State. They are banging it down for about 7 to the red zone. Schlittler just threw a 4-seamer at 100 strikeout. Red Sox, just a futile effort. Yeah, some understeam in town. I don't see it. I mean, if the Rams are going to get back in it, the correlation is the over. They're not just going to magically stop the Niners from scoring, in my opinion. Yeah, Rams 7 minus 20, 7 minus 21. That's in line with what I thought. 7 flat, and if you could even would have said 7 minus money. Like I said again, for me it would have been 6.5 flat to open, with no market to deal with, just based on what I was watching and what the pregame line sort of goes out the window when you start watching the game and you realize the Niners are not playing like 8-point dogs here. Mac Jones is not a drop off the way he's played today. As much as I don't like him compared to Purdy, he's been good in this game. The game plan's been good. It's been well executed. The Niners have beaten everybody in the division so far. The loss to Jacksonville becomes irrelevant if they go to 3-0 in the division after tonight. So they know how big this is. Yeah, so the Rams laying 7.5 minus a bunch of dog a bunch of money now, and 7 minus 20. 7.5 to dog 35, which that's a huge move from 7 to 7.5. But I've already told you it's worth about 30 cents, so not horrible. Ball's on the tee in the second half, going to kick in about 15 seconds. Total is mostly 23, 23.5. Niners 17 to 7. Rams will receive to start the second half. Mexico State, another long drive here. They've had the ball the whole second quarter. It's already been 7 minutes, 2nd and 9. This game has zero chance to go over the way it's been played out. Just lots of long fields. Now Mexico State's got one receiver to each side. The fullback that's offset, and 2 backs with the quarterback in the gun. Nothing doing there. Sam Houston sniffed it out. Ball is kicked off at LAX adjacent stadium, SoFi. Big return for the Rams out to the 37. That's where they'll start 6 seconds into the third quarter, 17-7. Halftime line again, close 7 minus money, 7.5, dog a bunch of money. 23.5 and 23 flat were the prevailing numbers on the totals. Depending, offshore the line was running a little bit higher than in town. Mexico State 4th and 7. They're probably going to kick a field goal. Oh, the last time the Yankees had a 4-run lead was in the World Series last year. What a great memory that was. Game 5, they donked it off in the 5th inning. Dodgers 7-6. Yankees are swinging for the fences. Stafford, 2nd and 6. Hums it out to the outside. Is that caught? Yep. The other tight end. First down, Rams. Field goal is good for New Mexico State, 28 yards, 15 plays, 87 yards, 8:20 off the clock. Each team has had it twice. There's only 7 minutes to go in the first half. It's 3-0 Aggies over the Bearcats. Two holding penalties in that play, one against each. 13:53 to go. They'll replay first down. Draw. The 35. Williams. Rams are in scoring position. That didn't take long. Cool in motion. Play fake. Stafford fires to the outside. The cameraman was fooled. Not me. 3rd and 6. Fairly simple play, just not executed properly. Slayton mows down the Yankees in the 5th. 4-0 Yankees into 5 in the Bronx. Total down to 6.5. This sucks. Worst part about when they went up 4-0, the Red Sox needed to get an inning where they came back. The Yankees consolidated their break after getting the 4 runs and then not letting Boston score in the 5th. Here comes a blitz. Oh, Williams drops it. Would have been a first down easily on 3rd and 6. Caught in the flat. Nobody home. Wow, Stafford, not his fault. That ball's got to be caught. And now the Rams are going to have to settle for a long field goal. 53-yarder. Down up. He missed it wide right. I don't necessarily like this Rams kicker. The one thing he does well, Cardi, is that he's incredible on kickoffs. Against Philadelphia, he had the Eagles, in starting at inside their own 15 or 20 on almost every drive. But he doesn't get a chance to kick off this time because he's missed the extra point or the field goal. The Niners will start at the Wow. Bless me. Excuse me, boys and girls. That snuck up on old dad. Um, Niners will start with good field position. Um, they'll be a favorite, probably 3.5, maybe 4 on the live, maybe 5 on the live. Hang tight. We're in good shape on this game. Stop to start the second half was not in the cards. I fully expect them to get at least 3. The other games going on, again, Sam Houston State at New Mexico State. This is the third possession for the Bearcats. They went missed field goal punt on their first 2. We're already now inside of like 6 minutes to go in the half. Big sack there by New Mexico State. They went fumble inside the red zone and field goal. So 3-0, only the 5th possession of the game in Las Cruces. That game was on CBS College Sports. The NFL game that we're watching, San Francisco and the Rams, the most dialoguing with you because no doubt that's what you guys are probably watching as well. Niners are up 17-7 early in the third, 12:46. They'll take over good field position after the Rams miss field goal. Live price is basically 4. There is some 5 out there, 5.5 actually. Dog money at a couple spots. But 4 is the general consensus. 45 over money on the total, which it makes sense to me. I like 45.5 better, but it's early in the third. Who knows? Red Sox leadoff man on base against Schlittler in the 6th. Good start for me. I need over there. That game, the baseball game, is on ESPN. So ESPN in the States for that, CBS College for the college game, and Amazon Prime for the NFL. Those are the 3 sporting events worth anything. There also is some hockey that's still going on, preseason stuff. Tomorrow's the last day of that, and the regular season starts with 3 games on Tuesday night next week. I'd like to actually try that Reese cup with Oreo cookie in it. I mean, just to try it. I can't say that it looks very good, but who knows. Oh, man, the Yankees got the lead runner. Chisholm made a backhand throw and turned around. I thought he was going to throw it in the left field. That would have been awesome. Sam Houston has to punt it to New Mexico State after getting sacked on first down. Pretty good return for New Mexico State. 5:33 to go in the second, and they're out near midfield when they'll start this drive at the 47. Their own 47. They've outgained Sam Houston 154 to 55. 15 to 52, 52 to 15 on the ground, 102 to 40 in the air. Pretty clean game for both teams so far. No turnovers. I'm sorry, the Mexico State had turnover on their first drive. That's the only thing from keeping them being up 6 or 10-0. Niners a plethora of injuries. You see the list if you're watching the TV feed of who's all not playing tonight. Bosa's done for the year. Kittle's been out for a while. 3 receivers, Pearsall, Ayuk, and Jennings are all not playing. Purdy, obviously the quarterback's out. I wonder where Jordan Watkins is. Kid that from Ole Miss. They drafted him. He hasn't played yet, has he? Should be a good. It would have been a good spot if he wasn't hurt. Second and 8, incomplete. Just tried by Purdy or by Jones. Miscommunication there. One of the few times tonight that the Niners have been behind the sticks. 3rd and 8. Two left, 2 right. Fires left. That coverage is early. Oh, wow. Just a stupid play by Williams. Got there too early. Even if he catches it, it's going to be like 4th and 3. Hit him early, it's going to be illegal contact. Interference, yeah. About a 4 or 5 yard penalty, but automatic first down that comes with it's far more important. That can't happen. That's just a bad play. And that's the story of this game. The Rams have made some mistakes tonight. The fumble on the toss sweep, the drop by Williams, that penalty there, and the Niners by and large have played a clean game. Drop, nice play by Jones, fires it in there to Bourne, first down, Niners. Jones might have got hit in the knee there. He's holding his left knee. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Verse hit him. Oh, man. I don't know where he got hit, though. He got hit high. Adrian Martinez played at Nebraska for like 13 years. He's the backup in this game. It'd be fascinating to see him play in the NFL. Has he ever actually played? I have to turn on Herb Street and now Michael's listening to this. Yeah, he can go much longer. This Schlittler's just sticking it up my ass with my over. He's only given up five hits through 6, no runs. Hope he's done. Bottom 6, Yankees 4-0. Total's now down to 6 over money. 2nd and 8 for the Rams. This is Robinson, runs it for 4, maybe 5. Oh, it's his left knee and he aggravated an injury. Yeah, he has a brace on his knee already. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short at the 23. It's about long 3 to go. Jones in the gun, back, fires, complete, Bourne. That looked like it had no chance of CC. There was 2 receivers standing on top of each other. Jones has stopped limping for the time being. He hummed that one in. So just 2 quick slants. Took another shot. All right, so it's 1st and 10 at the 13 now. McCaffrey cuts it back towards the middle, gets about 4. I think the Niners are going to get a little bit more conservative or slow it down a little bit with the clock, given that they've got control. They're up 2 possessions. They have a chance to make it a 3-possession game. Let's get the clock on the move here. Shorten the game a little bit. Mexico State has taken it down inside the red zone. How do they get it back anyways? So Sam Houston went 3 and out. All right, it's Bourne again at the marker. They're going to give him the spot. It'll be 1st and goal at the 3. Yeah, Sam Houston went 3 and out. Now it's the 3rd drive for Mexico State, starting it near midfield. Mexico State now at the decline. McCaffrey bangs it up the middle to the 1. Jazz Chisholm base hit to start the 6. Let's go. Come on, Yankees. Throw up 4 more here. Mexico State's going to have 1st and goal at the 1, it looks like. Second and goal, middle of the 3rd quarter for the Niners. Their first drive after the Rams missed a field goal to start the 3rd. Juice check gets blasted. The fullback. He's going to lose a yard maybe. Those 2 monsters, Fisk and Verse, blew up the whole thing. 3rd and goal, maybe at the 2. I think he lost a yard 7 minutes ago. Clock continues to move. I don't think it's an obvious pass situation, Kirk. They can run it for sure. And they're in the gun. I still think they're going to run it. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Now it's motion right, trips, U-stick. Now they're going to call a timeout. Play clock was running down. 6:39 to go, third quarter. It's Niners 17, Rams 7. Third and goal for the Niners. Live price coming in just a second. There is a review on this New Mexico State, whether it's a touchdown or first and goal at the 1. They lead 3-0, 5:33 to go before the half. Stephen Mass records his first strikeout, checked in at the top of to start at the bottom of the inning for the Red Sox. Here we go out of the timeout. There wasn't actually a live market there. That was a short timeout. Third and goal at the 2. Jones out of the gun. Drops back. Hit by Verse, fires incomplete. And he didn't have much time there. He's really hurt. Now he's not going to get up. So that'll be it for him tonight, almost for sure. Adrian Martinez will be in for the next drive, but not for this one. 17-7 field goal coming for the Niners. Who's that? Young, not Verse, number 0, Young. Oh, man. Wow. McCauley says roughing the passer. I don't buy that. It's tackling the passer. I'm sick of these quarterbacks getting protected like they're. The defensive guys have a job to do. You got to let them hit the guy. That'll be the end of my volume there. I knew I had it on for the entry. Forgot to turn it off. Bad job by me. So 17-7 field goal coming. I'm curious to see what they'll do with the live price, if they handicap the injury or not. I would say that the total has to go down from here. Even if the Niners kick this field goal here, what does that put it on? 27? Yeah, the total has to be like 41. Almost at the highest. I can't see the Niners doing a whole lot more on offense. Mexico State does get a touchdown after the review. Fife gooses it in. 5 plays, 53 yards, 248. For New Mexico State, they lead 9-0, point pending. 2:45 to go before the half. Total yards, 192 to 55. Yankees pop up to the third baseman. Inning is over. They lead Boston 4-0 at the end of 6. Live price, Yankees favored by $1 million on the regular handicap. 5.5 the total. 4-0 Yankees going into the top of the 7th. Let's see what New Mexico State's schedule looks like. They're going to go to 3-2 if they can find a way to win this game, which they're so far so good. They got beat up pretty good by New Mexico last week, but that just gave us some more line value here. They also lost at Louisiana Tech, which again, nothing easy about that. Did beat Bryan at home and beat Tulsa at home, so the 2 home games they've won. Tulsa, that was close to a pick as well. Another game where I made it way different than the market. I made it like 9. The market was like pick it. I was very anti-Tulsa. So they got another bye after tonight. They don't play until, they start playing on the Tuesday games. The 14th. So they go Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday again. So they won't have any more byes. They just go into, 7 or 8 days off the rest of the year based on the situation with the midweek scheduling in that conference. At Liberty, Missouri State at home. They can win both those games. Don't think for 1 second they can't beat Liberty. Liberty hasn't looked impressive to me all year. Yeah, I think a bowl's in. They're 3-2. Missouri State they can beat. Kennesaw, Western Kentucky, they can win those games. Tennessee's a loss. At UTEP's a game they're supposed to win. Middle Tennessee they can beat. That's 7 wins for me at the minimum. They should be in a bowl. Just got to stay healthy, especially the quarterback. He's made some really nice plays in that game. All right. Niners laying 5.5, 44.5. That total to me seems absurd. Way too high. Way too high. What happened? Purdy's okay now? I mean, Jones is okay? Okay, now I'm confused. So so Jones was hurt or injured, and they kicked instead of going for a touchdown. Is this Schlitter still in the fucking game? Man, this sucks. The Yankee bullpen is so bad. Like, Boston can't even get to them. They can't even get like one run. They can't put guys on base to force the bullpen to come in. Jesus, Sam Houston. If they give it to the back there, he would have ran forever. Instead, he gets like Houston gets like 4 yards. Stafford, play fake, all day. Rushing only 4, still all day. Chucks it finally incomplete. Good coverage by the Niners. Yeah, this 44.5 totals to me seems absurdly high. As good as the Niner defense has been playing, I don't see it. Stafford hums one down there, complete. Big play for the Rams at Tutu Atwell. His first catch. Goes for about 30, 35 yards. $35. Man, that Stafford, he has an absolute fucking howitzer for an arm. That guy can just zip it down there. There are very few guys in the league that can make a throw like that. And that's why he'll play for as long as he wants to, as long as that arm strength holds up. Niners have a man down on defense. Going to go to another timeout, it looks like. Defensive end down there, he's limping off. This baseball game sucks. Nothing worse when you have an over than just the pitcher just mowing guys down. He hasn't even thrown 100 pitches yet. 5 hits, 10 Ks, no walks, I guess. Boston, piece of shit. 2-minute warning in the New Mexico State game. Sam Houston ball 1st and 10 at their own 44. Stafford zips it over the middle, complete again. This is Nakua, 15 to gain after the 20. They're near the precipice of the red zone, down 20-7. Niners going to have to figure out a way to keep them out here. In fact, the quarterback might be done for the day. You don't want to let him cut to a 1-score game here. Stafford, all day again. Throws it to the back. It's Corum, incomplete. He hasn't necessarily had a very good game tonight. Jones is trying to move over there. What did they do? Put another brace on him? They need to give him a shot of vitamin T if they're going to get him through this thing. I have no idea how the Niners can win with Martinez, but in this game tonight they can win with him. Just can't make mistakes. 2nd and 10, there's a little screen to Nakua. He catches it and does his work after the catch to get it inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Rams. Clock moving inside of 5 minutes left. Four and a half to go. Schluter strikeout again to end the 7th. 11 strikeouts. He's right at 100 pitches. Let's hope that's it for him. Williams banks his way down to the 2. Stretch time in the Bronx, 4-0 Yankees. Red Sox are out there walking around dead. Clock moving in Las Cruces. Sam Houston ball at the 34, 1st and 10. This has been their best drive of the night. Stafford, slant. Caught, I think. Touchdown Rammers. Nakua. 20 to 13 point pending. 3:45 to go in the quarter. Cam Schlitter is the first rookie to strike out 10 or more in a postseason game since October the 12th, 1997. The pitcher that day was Levon Hernandez. You might remember this as that was the Eric Gregg game when he played against the Braves. Jeff Passan calls it the worst strike zone in the history of baseball. Look at the tweet that Jeff Passan made 8 minutes ago, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I don't have time to look at it, but I want to make sure I look at it later. It was incredible. The Braves had no chance against Levon that day because of the strikes that they were calling. So the Rams, with their easiest scoring drive of the day, one of their easiest of the season, they took it right down the field there. Extra point is good, 20 to 14. Stafford's 1 yard pass to Nakua. I'm trying to find out the drive summary. I can't get it off Twitter, so I'll just get it from my phone. It was 7 plays, 62 yards, 2:48 off the clock. Pretty brisk. And the Rams, after punting to start the half, or missing a field goal to start the half, and giving the Niners a field goal, have scored a touchdown to slice the lead from 20 to 7 to 20 to 14. Live price, Niners are 1.5 and 2. Total is 47.5. I see a 48. Given how easy it was for the Rams to score there, I'm no longer enthusiastic about thinking about under. So just be a pass all the way around. Nakua now has 49 catches on the season. That ties him with former Rams teammate Cooper Kupp for the most in league history for anybody through 5 games. Of course, he's not done tonight yet, I would assume. Sam Houston State runs the ball on 1st down. Nothing doing there. They have all 3 timeouts left. Sam Houston has 2. Live price in this Niners again. Basically, 1.5 on top. There is some two. There is some two dog money. The money line's got to be very close to a picket. Point spread as well, basically close to a picket. You don't want to make it too high on the Niners, but the Rams have a chance to go win by one, which would be no good for me. 47.5 over money. There is some under money. There is a 48 under 15 as well. I would like under 48 flat, but not enough to bet it right now. We'll see. It looks like Jones is going to stay in the game. I would say one thing: if he doesn't look very good, and they don't do anything here, I'd get him out of there. Unless Martinez just can't do anything. Rams short kick, short return out to about the 25. They did fumble it, but I think it was late. Jones is limping back out there. He's going to give it a try. I'm not optimistic about this at all. The momentum in this game is completely flipped with the Rams scoring on the last drive. That might be a fumble. So they're saying the progress was stopped, I guess. It clearly came out before he hit the ground, but progress might have been stopped. Are they going to challenge this? 51-yard field goal by Sam Houston is good. 10-3 the score. 35 seconds to go before the half. So the refs are telling him that he can't review this, which he's upset about. McVay very smart. I mean, he obviously wanted to challenge it. His emotions were there to try to challenge, but the refs basically told him you're not going to win it, so don't do it. All right, let's see what the Niners do. They're already getting a penalty here, so it's been a clean game for them almost all night. Then they get down to the goal line. They can't ram it in. The quarterback's playing hurt. Rams are going out and score a touchdown. Now it's 1st and 15 on the next drive. The trend line is all wrong for the Niners. Going the wrong way. Probably should have got some Rams back against this, but the line's kind of gone now. It's kind of weird on defense. You got guys holding people up on a regular play, and guys coming in to try to punch it out and make a play and knock it out. But yet on the kickoff, once the forward progress is stopped, that's it. The play's over. You can't get the strippers in there to make a play. Jones does fire a completion out to Bourne on the left side. Near the sidelines, it's complete. Gain of about 9. He does stay in bounds, but it'll be, gain of 6. But because of the penalty, it's 2nd and 9. Bourne 7 for 105 has been their best receiver tonight. See if the Niners, any sort of points here would be considered a success, especially if it takes a bunch of time. Farrell complete from Jones. It's really close to the marker. Going to be a little bit short, I think. Be 3rd and short. 2:40 to go. Clock moving. Short yardage situation. The Niners are on the line. Snap it. What are you waiting on? They didn't sub. The Niners didn't sub. Fucking get out of the way, umpire. Jones tries to goose it, going to the left. The spot is close. They're going to give it to him. They're not even bothering to measure that. Smart play by Jones. He wasn't sneaky, just took it to the left side of all the traffic. All right. Are they going to challenge this? I'm guessing they might. There it is. Yeah, I don't think you're going to win it, but certainly it's worth. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth a timeout or not in a game like this. I think he's still pissed off about the kickoff. 1:53 to go in the third. They're going to challenge the spot. I don't think it'll succeed. Halftime in Las Cruces, New Mexico State leads 10-3. A halftime number coming for you shortly there. Oh, wow. No challenge needed. They say it's short. So it's going to be 4th and inches. I think they'll go for it here. Oh, he is down. Good call. If his knee would have stayed up, he would have been fine. The problem is he can't pivot off that leg. He couldn't push off the left, so he had to go right down. They're going to reset the play clock. 4th and inches. Here we go. Huge play. They goose it again. This time I think he got it. Juszczyk came in for the push. Yeah, this time they got it. Clock will continue to move. Worked out okay in the end. That actually was a gain of like 2 yards, I think. Oh my God, the Schlittler's still in the game for the Yankees? Well, they really don't want to go to their bullpen unless they have to. They're going to let this guy throw it until his arm falls off. 4-0 Yankees going into the top of the 8th. Total is now 4.5 flat. You're telling me that there's 3 more half innings left and no one has a chance to score? Timeout Niners. 1 minute to go in the third, 1st and 10. It'll be a short timeout, so let's go over the live price there first, and then we'll get to the halftime of the college game. Niners are now 2. On top, there is some 2 minus money out there. Total is 47. I'm okay with that. I think 47.5 is a better number. Not that it's likely going to fall, but I think 47.5 is better than 47. 48's too high, that's for sure. I mean, now you're talking 2 touchdowns. Doesn't even get it over the number. Maybe 47's right. 46.5 at the Westgate over a bunch of money, which I agree. That's that. You can use that, but you have to juice it a lot. 13's very live here from here on out. Niners 3 for 3 on 4th down. CBS College Sports, no halftime show tonight, no studio people. There's only 1 game. They just went to some show with 4 guys in a box. It's probably a tape from earlier today. Can't say I blame them. Hang tight for the halftime. Pitch to McCaffrey on the right. Gets 3, 4, 5 maybe. Some good hard running. Seemed like there wasn't much there when he first got it. Gonzalez just waves and strikes out. What is this, 12 strikeouts now? 105 pitches? Just strike out everybody else. Get 17 strikeouts. Complete game. Why not? Red Sox suck a bunch of ass anyways. All right. Total yardage. New Mexico State 196 to 97. Rushing 53 to 35. Juszczyk in the flat. Give him about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 1. This guy for the Yankees make this catch? He did. The third baseman for the Yankees just made an incredible play. Oh, man. He went into the Boston dugout and caught it. That'll be on all the highlight films. End of the quarter. Niners 3rd and 1, 20 to 14 over the Rams. I actually have to give myself some volume for this. Wow, what a play this guy makes. Yeah, I got nothing to say about this. Look at that first pitch. Red Sox are going. This guy's going to pitch the ninth. 7 pitches, 3 outs, inning over. 4-0 Yankees. Bottom of the eighth. Wow, incredible. Okay, halftime price 10-3. New Mexico State leads Sam Houston. About 13 minutes to go before the second half will kick. New Mexico State did kick in this game. The drives went as follows. Sam Houston missed field goal. New Mexico State took it down the field, fumbled at the goal inside the 10. Sam Houston punt. New Mexico State long drive, 15 plays, 87 yards for a field goal. Sam Houston punt again. New Mexico State touchdown. Sam Houston field goal. And then New Mexico State just basically ran the clock out to get to the half. So really only 3 drives from Mexico State in the whole half. They lead 10-3. Fife 11 for 14 for 143. He's been good. They make basically there was some half on top, which makes no sense to me. Now I'm seeing 2.5 on the bottom, which makes all the sense to me. Mexico State's been the better team. They probably should be laying 3. Ignore the pregame line and just see what your eyes are telling you. And that's New Mexico State's been better on both sides. The total is 24 and 24 under. I think that's too low. You're not going to have as many quick drives. I think that Sam Houston can score some points, and I don't know if they're going to stop New Mexico State that much. The fact that New Mexico State has some time off before the next game, like 9 days, I think. Or they start going to Tuesday, so like 12 days after this. Yeah, I can see that they'll want to do what they can here. Bet War has it as low as 1, but any of these lines that open Sam Houston the favorite were incorrect, and there are some half the dog 60 now on top, which again that 7's not worth that much. These people need to wave the white flag and just put 1.5, 2, 2.5 on the bottom. Amapolis pick minus 36. The Rams game going into the fourth quarter. The Niners are 2.5 dog money, 2 minus money on top. The total 47 under money, 46.5 under money as well out there. The 46.5 price seems absurd to me. There's too much time left for it to be less than 47. 3rd and 1, McCaffrey, he loses 3. Just like that, my opinion changed. I fully expected the Niners to get a first down there, move the sticks, keep the clock going, and now they will have to punt. And the Rams will have the ball for the first time tonight with the chance to take the lead. 55 just blew up the entire play. Right tackle had no chance. That was a double. Niners will have to punt. There is some pick 35 and some 1 flat out there. I actually would lay the 1 flat at Paradise Wager on New Mexico State. I'm going to see if my partner over here wants to do anything with it or not. I'll let you know if we do anything. Pinnacle has a half the dog money, so I'm sure he's looking at that too. We may be able to get something here yet at a decent price. I don't love it. I don't like laying anything, but I mean, pick minus 35 isn't worth it. You can lay a half or even 1.5 on New Mexico State. Actually, you can lay the bigger the number, the less the juice is the right play here. Like Circus 2 minus 05 is a better bet than 1 flat or 1. Yeah, it's that half point's not worth much. 1.5 flat to Westgate now. I would rather lay the 2 minus 05. Stafford complete. That's Nakua. He gets about 8 on first down. So they started at the 12. 14 minutes to go in the game. They're down by 6. Again, this is the first time they've had the ball all night with a chance to score and take the lead. First down, Rams. Stafford all day over the middle. Receiver falls down. Adams incomplete. Green with the coverage. 2nd and 10. Gross Matos is out for the Niners as well. They lost a tackle in the first half. Davis, I think. So now that's 2 starters on the Niner front 4 that are finished. They really have mortgaged their soul to try to win this thing with all these injuries. If they can get out of here with a win, certainly will love the mini bye for after this game. Blitz off the corner, they throw it complete. It's going to be really close to the marker by Williams. Call it a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Rams. Aroldis Chapman in to pitch the 8th. Yankees have 1 on with 1 out. I don't like my chances here of getting 4 runs off this guy. Rams are consistent with the pounding. They get the first down. Give him Williams a gain of about 4. Addicted to these stupid Cracker Barrel candy sticks. You get like 10 of them for $2. I was in the neighborhood yesterday. I had to stop by Silverton to run an errand. And there's a Cracker Barrel right next to it. And I was like, oh, I could stop up there and pick up a few candy sticks for the weekend. I'm sitting here talking to you guys watching TV. It doesn't give me much time to eat. I got the Bubba mug full of iced tea, so as long as I ain't got to pee, I don't have to get up, as long as the TVs are in good shape. After I call tonight, I'll have plenty of time to grab some food and exercise a little later. Nakua was grabbed there. They did call the penalty on the Niners. No real big flags tonight. Only 5 for 30 on the Niners, 3 for 26 against the Rams. That is an automatic first down to the 42. 11 and a half to go. Stafford, all day to throw it. There is a flag. Complete to Adams. Down to the Niner 31 if it stands. There may have been a reason why he had all day. Let's see if they call offensive holding. Nope, illegal use of hands on the defense. Decline that first down Rams. About a 25-yard gain for Stafford to Adams. And they are in field goal range, but now they want more than that. They want the lead. God, what an arm. He threw that one sidearm and just flick it 30 yards downfield on a line. Stafford play fake. Plenty of time. Fires over the middle. Complete Adams. 12-yard line, 10, 7-yard line. The game really turned when the Niners got down their 3rd and goal. Quarterback got hit when he threw an incompletion, and the Niners were forced to settle for a field goal. And at that point, the lead was only 20-7, and the Rams go touchdown. Niners forced to punt, and the Rams are about to score another touchdown and take the lead. Rams offense is pretty much humming now. This coach for the Rams does a great job when they're getting beat at halftime. They lead the league in comebacks last couple of years. Stafford all day again. Incomplete, could have been intercepted. These Niner defensive guys up front that are injured are not giving them any time at all to brush the quarterback, and the guys on the back end are having to work too hard to make a play. .36 for the Niners has had a hell of a game. Coverage you made on the tight end when the guy caught the ball in the first half was great coverage. Just a better offensive play. Stafford again. This one's complete to Williams touchdown. Throw it ahead. 53 for the Niners. Tried to dive for it, missed him. Even if he would have, he could have played it safely, and it would have been caught with a first and goal at the 2. 9 plays, 88 yards, 3:24 off the clock. That was the easiest scoring drive of the night for either team. Literally right down the field. 10:39 to go, 20-20, extra point pending. There has been some Sam Houston State money late in the half. There's about 3.5 minutes to go before the second half starts. It's back to a half point or 1 point flat, basically, on New Mexico State. With the game sitting on 7 and it being such a low-scoring game, they're putting a lot of stock in the extra point's no good. It might have been blocked. Let's see what Alan Herb had to say about this. I didn't hear if he said they blocked it. Yeah, had to. Wow. So that changes everything. 20-20. Having a hearty chat with my former colleague, and I can call him my boss, I guess, at Sandwich at the Westgate. He's one of the only guys, in addition to myself, that root for ties actively in the NFL. Makes the standings look pretty, keeps teams alive. And he just loves looking at the standings and seeing a good old tie. Maybe we can get one that have 2 ties. If we can get Dallas or the Packers to get another tie, who makes the playoffs? You got 9, 6, and 2, or 10 and 7. What's better? This is great. $10:39 to go, tied up. Going over the possibilities of a tie with Ed, it's always the funnest thing to talk about. Live prices, Rams are 3, the dog a lot, dog 30, 40, whatever. You could probably get away with pick 'em minus money on the Rams as well. The thought of a second possible tie in the last 5 days would just be awesome, but long way to go here. Halftime price, Sam Houston, New Mexico, half flat, 24. I lean New Mexico. I lean over. Did not love enough to bet over on either one of them. Rams with 2 touchdown drives in a row. They only get 6 on the last one thanks to the block's extra point. 10:39 to go in the game. At the 35, the Niners will start first down. Nobody in the backfield. Jones drops back. It's a screen to the tight end. Great concept. They ran McCaffrey on a wheel route out of the backfield. It wasn't even a route, just getting him to have to clear out that side for the tight end so Jones could throw it to the left. Schlitter's day is done. Bednar in for the Yankees. Come on, Bednar. Blow this whole thing. Give me 4 runs, Red Sox. Yankees can win it after 5-4 would be great. Either way. Kid is from Walpole. I guess that's Massachusetts, right? 8 shutout, 5 hits, didn't walk anybody, struck out 12. First pitcher in baseball history to go 8 innings, walk none, and punch out 12 in a postseason game. Jeff Passan again. Crazy. Third and 8 for the Niners. 9:35 to go. This is another time they're behind the sticks here. Here comes a little bit of a blitz. Jones throws it. Incomplete, not near anybody. Robinson wants a flag. He's not going to get it. They go 3 and out. Morstead's been punter forever there. To the 29, the Rams return it 2 yards to the 30. 9:11 to go. Now it becomes what the Rams are going to lay. I'm guessing it'll be more than 3. Rams have all the momentum at this point. Mexico State looks like they have a first down on their first drive of the second half. Convert the 3rd and 4 there with the pass to the left, 39-yard line. Fife has all day. He loses. He's out of time. He runs it for about 3. The play call for the Niners on 3rd down at the start of the 4th quarter was probably not ideal. And then the 2nd down play was equally bad at the goal line. McCaffrey getting involved both plays. He had 19 touches in the first half. Not a whole lot of gas left in the legs, not just for this game, but maybe in general. Just he's running like an old guy. 9:11 to go. I see 3.5 to dog money and 3 minus a ton. I like the 3.5 price better. I think the Rams are going to win it by more than 3 at this point. I hope I'm wrong, based on what we took, with +2 and -4 for the game live with the Niners. The injuries have really added up. The defensive front's not getting any pressure at all. The last 2 drives, especially the last drive. Yankees have beaten Boston 4-0. 0-5-2 for the Red Sox, 4-8-1 for the Yankees. They will go to Toronto and play the ALDS up in Toronto. That'll be Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. I'm guessing the way the TV organizes it. I think that I saw 2 different TV times for the Blue Jays, depending on who won this game, and I'm sure the Yankees winning is going to automatically put them in prime time. So I'm guessing that game will be the night game. Even with Seattle being at home in the other American League Series, that'll be an early afternoon start on the West Coast. All right. I'm going to stick with you guys until I'm longer than I expected, but I'm okay. Don't have to go to the bathroom. Not tired. Nothing bad's happening. It's been a hell of a game. I'll stick around for a little bit longer here. Stafford's pass out to Adams was just over his head. Probably could have been caught. It was not. 2nd and 10. Curious to see what the Niners will do to try to generate some heat on this guy. The front four doesn't have a chance, especially with the 2 injuries in this game. Gain of about 9 there. I think that's Adams again, so it's 3rd and short, maybe 1 or 2. Eight and a half to go. Clock on the move. 3rd and 2 to 38. Stafford back out of the gun. Fires it. It's either incomplete or incomplete. Winters was there. And on 4th and 2, let's see what the Rams do here. 8:18 to go, and looks like they're going to kick it. Yeah, it's 17 Adams. Just it looks like an option route. He just didn't cut outside like Stafford thought he would. So the Rams with their 2nd punt of the night. This one, oh wow, took a great bounce, hit near the sideline and rolls all the way down to the 2. The Niner guy didn't have a chance to catch it. Well, that ball had some weird spin. The Rams do some wicked shit with their kicks. The kickoffs, the guy's been doing that all year. That's the first time I've seen a punt do that. So the Rams, I noticed they did that against the Eagles with the kickoffs, but that's the first punt that I can remember anybody doing this year where it hits. The Niner guy was fooled by it was like a knuckleball going to the left, but it like hit, and not only did it kick to the right, it kept going forward. So it hit like at the 20 or the 15 and just kept bouncing forward. Niner guy that was supposed to return it was badly fooled. So now they start at their own 2. And I agree, if the Rams still laying 3 is the right number. I actually think 3 flat's correct, just because of the field position. If the Niners were to get a couple of first downs here, even if they don't score, then you start talking about pick again. But 3 flat or whatever would be the price for me on the Rams with 8 minutes to go here. Yeah, I don't see it. New Mexico State was forced to punt it to Sam Houston on their first drive of the half after 1 first down only. And now Sam Houston has the ball. They got a first down. They're at the New Mexico State 43. And they got another first down. Hunter Watson's pass to Brown is caught. And he runs it. He was near the first down when he caught it. And he ran for several more yards and gets it. So that'll be that'll be a gain of 18. So first down at the New Mexico State 43. This has been they've moved the ball a couple times. They missed a field goal, made a field goal. The other drives have been next to nothing. Oh, did this ball hit out of bounds? I didn't see it. Huge difference if it did. Let me see. Where do they start here? This is when you don't have audio. I got to figure it out. I wasn't looking up. No, it didn't. So they're at the 2. 8:04 to go when this drive starts. 47 basically the total. Batted down by the linebacker. Throw to 88's incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's not the fact that the Yankee kid struck out 12. It's the fact that he didn't walk anybody either. And nobody scored. 5 hits, but nobody scored. Slant, complete, Bourne. Gain of about 8. Run the clock. Run the clock. Milk this thing. Boy, my Twitter's going nuts. I got too many people that I follow that are both Yankees or Red Sox fans. They won't stop with each other. Third and 1 gun. Jones over the middle, complete, Bourne again. They're having all kinds of issues with this guy. He's having a monster game. First down, Sam Houston. They are in the red zone. This has been their most impressive drive of the night. My buddy Stucky said, save Houston on TV for the next 4 games, national TV, if you can't get enough of this electric factory. I missed the number they threw on the TV feed here. 2nd and 6, the clock moving. We're at 6 minutes to go. Jones from the 33. Motion right. Give us to the back. Robinson gets about 2. 3rd and 4. Red Sox, the first team ever to blow a 1-0 wild card series lead. Twitter's great. All right, 3rd and 5. Motion left for Bourne. Jones buying time, fires it over there, complete to McCaffrey. First down, 10, 12, 14, 15 yards. Look at Sollerling yelling at him. Yeah, I mean, that's good execution again. That's the Niner play calling, and the execution's been great. They had 4 to the left side there. Just cleared it out. It's man coverage. I think they gave Jones some vitamin T's moving around pretty good back there for someone who was limping around for a whole quarter. Young batted up in the air. Mac Jones was a Patriot. Bourne was a Patriot. Cam Schlitters from Boston. My buddy Dan Lifshatz just saying twist the knife in. Bourne again. Over the middle. Complete first down to the 40. That's just a really nice throw, really nice catch, good route. Everything was good. Rams didn't tackle him well. So the Niners are now in Ram territory. This has been a hell of a drive, given where they started at their own 2. And they're running some clock while they're at it. It's inside of 4 minutes now. Bourne 10 for 142. Jones, play fake, rolls right, fires. There's a penalty flag down. I don't know what it will be for. May have been the whole team was downfield. Maybe it was supposed to be some sort of a screen set up and they didn't execute it right. The only other thing could be defensive holding. They're going to call this a fumble on Sam Houston State. I thought for sure it was a lateral or an incomplete pass, but they're calling it a backward lateral. So Watson's arguing. Let's see. He'll go off for now. Surely they're going to review this. If it stands, it'll be Sam Houston's second fumble. So 1st and 15, they take the penalty to ensure that they're out of field goal range for the time being. 3:44 left. Jones in the gun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. McCaffrey in the backfield. This is a throw over to Robinson. It's incomplete. 2nd and 15. 6:56 to go. So yeah, this was a backwards pass. I guess Watson going to be his fumble. It's kind of weird. The ball hit the ground and then they kind of didn't go after it. And then they were like, okay, the whistle hasn't blown. So then the Sam Houston guys were going after it, but they kind of whiffed on it. And the Mexico State's guy comes out of nowhere and just falls on it, and he gets it. So they'll take over at the 19. And long drive, 13 plays, 64 yards, nets nothing. Jones, play fake, fires over the middle, screen again. This time it's read by 2. McCullough, nice play. Tongs catches it, only gets maybe 5. So that gets the initial yardage back from the penalty. It'll be 3rd and about 10. Clock moving, 3:24 to go. Bourne has a career high 142 yards in this game. Let's see where they look here. He's going to be to the left side. Valdez-Scantling to the right. Jones will be out of the gun. McCaffrey offset to his right. He's in motion, right? That creates trips. Backfield's empty. Jones over the middle. It actually should have been intercepted. Stewart saw it, got his hands on it, knocks it down. And so the Niners are in a position where it's a long field goal from here or a punt. 2:57, Pinheiro comes out there. From the 41, it'll be a 58 or 59 yarder. Wow, both of the Rams guys could have made that play. Horrible thought by Jones. Either one of those guys could have had an interception. Pinheiro from 59. Snap, down, up. It's good from 59. 23-20, the Niners lead it. 2:52 to go. Great drive by the Niners. They go almost 60 yards and kick a long field goal. This Pinheiro was picked up off the wire after the Niners cut their kicker after the Seattle fiasco in week 1. That 15-yarder was probably good from 63. He has not missed a kick for the Niners. I think he's 10 for 10 now. I don't know if that's just field goals or extra points too. It'd probably be more than that. May just be 10 for 10 on field goals. Is that right? They kicked that many field goals? Anyways, yeah, 23-20 Niners. Is it 240 something to go? I forgot. 23-20. McCaffrey, 116 yards from scrimmage. He's gone over 100 every game this season. Mexico State has ripped off a monster play, deep pass over the middle from Fife to TK King. King is the one that caught that other long pass. Wow, yeah, they said this is their burner. That is 2 balls that he has dropped right in for about 50 each. King has 4 for 119 now. That one's for 54. So it's first and goal now at the 7 for Sam Houston. 6 minutes to go in the third. Niners, 3 minutes to go in regulation. 2:52. They lead 23-20. The kickoff is into the end zone. So the Rams will get it all the way out to 35 after that. Next week, Philly at the Giants. What are the odds of Dart staying healthy if, for whatever reason, he runs around like a chicken with his head cut off again next week? I don't think he'll be able to play for very long if he keeps doing that. Maybe the Saints won't hurt him or injure him. Here's a catch to Nakua for about 11 on first down. They're already out to the 46. 2:43 to go in regulation. Rams have all 3 of their timeouts left. The Niners only have 1 of theirs. I'm surprised they kicked it off into the end zone. The 35 with all this time left is a lot of field. I mean, and with those 2 guys up front getting hurt, Stafford's going to have all day to throw. There he does again. Adams complete to the 36. First down Rams. They're already in field goal range. They're thinking more than that. Oh, Sam Houston fumbles inside the 5 again. Jesus Christ with all these turnovers. Oh, this might be a touchdown. The quarterback sneaked it. He fumbled it at the dick line. It's going to be New Mexico State ball at the 9. The Sam Houston guy tried to pick it up and run it back. Stafford fires. Had time, but it ran out of time. There is a flag down. It's going to be defensive holding. There's illegal contact. Declined. And holding. So there's both. Pick your poison. 1:56 left. Rams in field goal range. They want 7 to go win it on the field. I don't want that. I lose both my live plays. I'm stuck. I got nothing I can do here. I'm going to need a turnover. Even then, nothing's won yet. 23-20 Niners. Live price, I'll let you know when they pop one up. Nothing yet. Let's see if I see a money line. There's nothing anywhere right now. Money line, I see Rams 250. Is that right? God, that seems awful high. They're already banking on the Rams to score a touchdown here. That seems like, I guess they're saying field goal and field goal and a win in overtime is also part of this bingo card. That to me seems like really high. Like the Rams minus like 180 or something would be what I would guess. 230 I see at DraftKings, 225 at Fanatics, 230 offshore at a lot of places. 230 at the Westgate as well. 270 at Chris. That to me screams like it's too high. Pinnacle 270 as well. Shows what I know, I guess. New Mexico State ends up not getting anything at the end there. They go backwards after the fumble. 6 plays, 65 yards, 3:16 off the clock. The field goal from 32 is good. 3:40 to go in the third. They lead Sam Houston State 13-3. So after all those theatrics, both teams with a really long drive, and we only get 3 points. It's just one of those games that touchdowns are not to be had. The one touchdown drive by New Mexico State was set up off a short field. They only went 5 plays, 53 yards. The rest, each team has a lost fumble. New Mexico State has a couple other fumbles that have shortened drives. 13-3. Them not getting in there is crazy. Yeah, 250, 260. The Rams are favored. Come back 220-ish, give or take. About the average number here at the 2-minute timeout. 156 officially left here. Tomorrow I'll be with you guys at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific for the first 2 college games. UNC Charlotte, South Florida, Western Kentucky, and Delaware. We'll go over the baseball prices then. I'm not going to bother with it tonight. I still have some work to do on both those American League series. Need to find out the pitching situation. 31-yard line, first down and 10. Rams draw. Williams bounces it outside. There's no containment. 20, 15, 12, 10-yard line. Gain of about 20 on first down. Great call, but the Niners left defensive end crashed down. Once he lost contain, that was it. 1:35 to go. Not quite goal to go yet, so the Niners are in a tough situation. You don't want to let them score when you're only up by 3. Going to have to find a way to stiffen up and get a stop here. Clock continuing to move, 1:22 to go. The Niners only have 1 timeout left. First and 10 at the 11. They can get a first down inside the 1. Mankua roll is motion left, draw. Gets it down to the 6. Flag down. What could this be? It's going to be against San Francisco. So it's going to be first and goal now. 1:07 left. Where's the spot going to be? I don't know about that call. They can call that shit on about every play, can't they? Oh, they added it on to the end for insult to injury. First and goal at the 3. 1:07 left. The clock does stop on the penalty. Stafford, Williams. He bangs it down to the goal line. He fumbles. The Niners got it. 1:02 to go. At the 1-yard line, the Niners force a fumble. Wow. What an incredible play. I didn't see who hit him. We'll have to see the replay. But the Niners were celebrating immediately. As soon as the guy was hit, we saw a guy sprinting to the other end. Let me see the replay. Oh my. 95. That is the play of the game. That's the play of their year. He's getting held too. They didn't call it. 95. What an incredible play. So the Niners are up 3. They have the ball at their own 2, I guess, is where they'll start. 1:02 to left. The Rams do have all 3 of their timeouts. Got that 95 made the best play. I mean, Cat Williams is like inconsolable over there. I don't blame him, but geez, that's not his fault. It's a good offense, better defense. Jones sneaks on first down. Does he get maybe a yard? I don't know, a yard, maybe 2. They're going to call a timeout. So 1:02 left. Man, this Collins, what a play he made. That is. Herb Street's talking about so conservative. Why would you not throw it if you give yourself some room here? I think you have to give yourself a chance to get a first down and go win the game, and not just play not to lose it. Let's see how aggressive they get here. There obviously is no live market during these timeouts at this point. If it's possible for the Rams to get it back, you may see another market number. I'll stick with you for as long as it takes. Jones hands it to McCaffrey. He gets nothing. So they're going to be at the 2. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Timeout at the 58-second mark. Sam Houston has it out at midfield, 1:20 to go, clock moving. They're down 13-3 late in the 3rd quarter. First down, Sam Houston. Long pass, complete to the 25. They'll move the sticks. 1 minute to go there. Look at all that red in the building. Crazy. It's like 50-50 at least. All right, gun here for the Niners. Draw. McCaffrey right stacked up at the goal line, nothing doing. So they were as predictable and as you might expect, and they'll have to punt it. 53 seconds left. The Rams call their last timeout. And let's see if the Niners can boom one out of here and get a good net. At least if you make them work for it, then we can get a chance to send the thing to overtime. And of course, we know how that works. Anything can happen in overtime. The Rams, this Williams has 11 fumbles now going back to the start of last year. He's a really good running back. He does a lot of good things, but fumbles have got to be a part of the equation that he cuts out of his game. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Alton McCaskill, the running back. Watson, and 7 plays, 75 yards, 339, 13-10 at the end of the 3rd quarter. There's actually 1 second left. Punt back to the 48, caught, returned, 40, 35. He's still going. The punter actually makes the tackle. Morstead at the 29. If they didn't step out of bounds, there is a flag. Let me give myself some volume here. Holding against the Rams. Yeah, good call. Can't do that. Okay, so 42 seconds left. They lose a little bit of time on that as well. The return was good, but the penalty knocks them back behind their own 40. Stafford, 50 career game-winning drives in 4th quarter OT. Pretty good number. Been around long enough. Okay, so the spot wasn't as bad as I thought. They'll start at midfield. Really only need 1 first down to get into field goal range. They're out of timeouts. They have 42 seconds left. The Niners are going to continue to rush 4, it looks like. I don't like it. This guy's had too much success throwing the ball recently. Stafford's taking a shot for all of it. Into double coverage. Nakua did get a step, but the corner recovered and knocked it away. Incomplete. They did put some pressure on him, only rushing 4. I was surprised. That's the closest they've gotten to him, really, the whole half. Remember, the Niners are only rushing 4, and 2 of those 4 are backups. The other 2 that were starters actually were both in at the start of this game. They're injured and out of uniform at this point. Here comes another 4-man rush. Stafford back, fires it over the middle. It's incomplete. That's for Adams. I think a little behind him. Maybe he thought he was going to stop, and he kept going. So now it's 3rd and 10, 31 seconds left on the clock. Niners hanging to a 3-point lead. Again, obviously no live price at this point. The Niners call timeout. They might come up with one. gun, back to the right. They throw it to him. It's Williams. Catches it. 45. Out of bounds at the 43. It'll be 4th and 3 with 25 seconds left. And if they kick it from here, it's a 60-yarder. I don't think they'll kick. Hang on. Let's see. They're going to go for it. Ten on the play clock. The Rams kickers had a bunch of kicks, blocked like 4 of them. 4th and 3. Stafford fires, arrow right over the middle, complete. Williams again, down to the 29. Clock will continue to move. He does goose it. 12 seconds left at the 30. They're going to spot it. And, yeah, they got no timeouts left still, but they're at the 30. Could possibly take a shot to the end zone here. Wow, Adams, what a pick. Adams is a consummate professional when it comes to running routes. Been that way for a long time. Reason why he's a very popular teammate wherever he goes. Trips left here for Stafford. Now we got a clock stoppage. Timeout Niners. Now let's see what the live price is. Surely to Christ someone's going to put it up. Pretty close to a pick 'em. Chris has pick and Pinnacle has like 120 as well. I'm surprised it's that low. I thought it would be higher than that. It's almost an automatic field goal. I mean, anything inside of 50 as long as it's not blocked. Into the third quarter, New Mexico State, Sam Houston. They 360, 370 there. Come back 280, New Mexico State. They have the ball at the Sam Houston 46. New Mexico State does. First down. I actually like them -3.5 live. Total's 36.5, give or take. So, yeah, pick them. Pick your winner in this game. 12 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 at the San Francisco 30 for the Rams. Here we go. Gun. Two to each side. He's throwing for it all. It's incomplete to Adams. 6 seconds left, and now you're playing with fire if you run any other plays. You may have to kick it now. Yep, here comes the kicker. Cardi, 0 for 1, a miss from 53 earlier. He also had an extra point blocked. This one from 47. Call it 48. Both teams are out of timeouts. 6 seconds left. Snap down up. Got it. 23 all. (23-23). 2 seconds left in regulation. Cardi bangs it through. That's going to put the game over the total. Anybody that had under 43.5 or 44, which is basically what it was before, it opened as high as 47. Not there yet. 23-23. Once again, we were rooting for a tie. I was rooting the tie the other night. I actually tweeted about it to my good friends John Murray and Ed Sammons and Jeff Sherman from the Westgate. Ed especially is a tie fan. I am as well. Just messes up the standings. It makes the standings look all nice and messed up. Here we go. I would expect this kick to be probably through the end zone. Nope. Yeah, into the end zone. They're going to run it back. 10, 15, 20. Here come the strippers. He had to protect it and go down. All right, that's it. We'll go to overtime. 23 all. Coin toss coming. This is one of those where if it was a 15-minute overtime, it might not be the worst decision to actually kick. But in a 10-minute overtime, it's so hard to do that. We saw the other night, Dallas ran a bunch of clock, and then the other team, the Packers, ran a bunch of clock, and they ran so much clock they almost ran out of time to kick the tying field goal. Shanahan's making sure that the refs know what he wants if they win the toss. Warner will be the one that calls it. He's the only one going out to midfield. Al Michaels is saying the same thing that I just said to you guys. That's funny. The Rams win the toss and they choose to kick it. Wow. So the Rams basically defer. I don't agree with that at all. I guess they feel like they play field position game and get a stop, and then all they got to do is kick a field goal. I don't know. We'll see. I know I'm rooting for the Niners to come go down and kick a field goal, and then the Rams to come back and kick a field goal, and that's it. Run it out again. Certainly, the new rules will have you thinking about what you do here. And like I said, the Rams are the first team that I can recall to actually kick to start the overtime. The live prices are coming. Rams are favored about $1.90. $1.80 out there as well. I see. New Mexico State on the move, big third down conversion. Callaway, the back, catches it. He's hurt. I don't know if he's injured or not. He's getting up. He's limping. He's been their horse. He's got 12 carries for 62 yards. He's also caught 4 for 43. That was a nice route catch. They hit him kind of run out of bounds. So they'll have it at the 26. Oh, man, they went low. 13-10 to Mexico State, 13:40 to go. They're on the move. So the Rams, interesting kick to start the overtime period. So I think this is like the third or fourth primetime overtime game. This is great. I just need some more ties. Yeah, give or take $1.90 is the number going into the overtime. Frisco come back roughly $1.60, give or take. I think that's a little high. I think maybe $1.60 or $1.65, $1.70 on the Rams. Come back 40, 45. What do we got going here?
Defense first, and then we really did finish with which way are we going to go? Right. Which is really important, which is play all the confusion. I think we're right now.
Okay, so the Niners didn't say which way they were going to go. Vinovich has had a quiet night tonight. Oh, and the kickoff doesn't get to the landing area. So the Niners will start at the 40. It hit at the 27. I mean, the knuckleball, the idea is great, but it's got to hit at the inside the 20. So the Niners start at their own 40. And again, with Pinheiro already making a 58-yarder, they don't need a whole lot of yards to get into field goal range. 2 first downs will do it. 10 minutes to go. Overtime underway. 23 all. Motion left. Trips left now. Jones fires it. Complete the juice check. Caught. Gain of 12. First down, Niners. Another reason why I don't agree with that, the Niner defense was living on the field most of the fourth quarter. The time possession is like 36-24 Niners, but look at what it was with 8 minutes to go in the game. The Rams had a nice drive. Niners had to kick it to them. And then the Rams took it down to the 1-yard line, and then they didn't score. They fumbled, and then the Niners went 3 and out, and then the Rams took it down and kicked the field goal at the gun. I mean, if I'm the Rams, I want the ball first because you're supposed to take it first to begin with, and second of all, because the Niner defense is probably gassed out a little bit. Remember, they got some backups in there that are playing up front. McCaffrey catches a swing pass and goes out, runs over a guy, gets a block out front. McCaffrey beat the corner. First down to the 33. It's a gain of about 17. So they're already in field goal range after 2 plays because of the poor kickoff. But they want more than that. Let's see if they can take it all the way down and get 6. Complete. Tongs. I'm curious to see what happens if the Niners score a touchdown. If they'll think about going for 2. Because I think if the Rams do, they will go for 2. If the Niners don't, if the Niners kick. Mexico State touchdown, 3 yards from Callaway, the running back. 13 plays, 65 yards for him now. The touchdown drive was 8 for 75 and 252. 19-10 New Mexico State. After the touchdown, still waiting on the extra point, I guess. They're going to the replay. 23 all. Niners have another first down as they continue to march here in the overtime. That's 3 first downs. Fourth hour of the stream tonight. I thought it was only going to last 2, maybe 2.5. I shouldn't say that. I was always committed to working through at least halftime of the other game, the college game. Here's McCaffrey again. He gets maybe 6. He'll be sore tomorrow. He's had about 30 to 33 touches tonight. Oh, Jones gets sacked. So the drive peckers out for the Niners, 4th and 12. They'll have to kick a field goal. .555 to go. Jones, he's finished. The vitamin T's wearing off. Oh, he banged it off the bar and it slides through. Didn't bang off the bar. It clipped the bar. Didn't hit the bar hard enough to go off the bar left. It went right and through. 26-23 Niners, 5:51 to go. Here we go. At the 33 is where the Rams will start. 5:45 to go. Stafford back, fires, complete. That's Nakua for a gain of 9. He gets to pad his stats in the overtime. Stafford's taking a big shot, and it's caught. Tutu Atwell at the 20. Wow, big gain. 40-something yards. Here we go. 5 minutes to go. Problem with this is that Ty's a huge dog now. Even if they score, there's too much time. Stafford fires up. Oh my God! It almost was picked off. That's certainly, he has a great arm, but his touch on that one left a little something to be desired. Lenore, I thought, could make a play on that. Lenore saw it. Adams was running the short route with a combination. Atwell into the end zone. Lenore broke off, tried to make a play. 2nd and 10, 4:50 to go. The Rams have taken only 45 seconds to get it down to the red zone. Stafford, too much time, fires complete. That's Williams. He gets 4. It'll be 3rd and 6 at the 16. Clock moving, 4:40 to go. I can't read lips. I want to see what the play he was calling. He was covering up, but he wasn't covering towards the camera. 3rd and 6, big play here. Mexico State scored a touchdown. I didn't see what happened. Was it off a turnover? It had to be. It happened too fast. Oh, they fumbled the kick or something? Stafford fires over the middle. Is that caught? I think it is. It's going to be 4th and 1. 4 minutes to go. Clock moving. Thought they were going to sack him for a second. Yeah, scoring drive was 3 plays and 2 yards, so I guess they fumbled the kickoff. Yeah, muffed it at the 2. So New Mexico State's up 27-10 now in complete control. 4th and 1 timeout, 3:41 to go. Rams, not surprisingly, are going to go for it here. Niners call their first timeout. What's the live price now? Hang on. Rams $2. Jesus. What are they just giving them the first down here? $2. What? God, that seems high. Okay, DraftKings 140, Fanatics 140, ESPN 160, Caesars 150. That seems closer to me. The offshore places, Pinnacle Chris, are both $2. I thought like 160 would be right. I can't believe they're just assuming they're going to get this. 4th and 1, trips right, left. Nakua in motion to the right. Williams by himself in the backfield. Niners trying to stack the box here. Stafford steps back. He's faking the check. He doesn't like it. Now he's going to call timeout. So 3:41. They call timeout. Oh. All right, so I thought they were going to kick it for a second. Nope, they're going to go for it. 4th and 1. I don't think he got it. I think that's it. They win the game. It's going to be a stop. I don't have a problem with the Rams going for it, but I don't think they execute. I think Williams was stopped and tried to reach it out, and he was either fumbled or he was stopped short either way. That's going to be it. 26-23 Niners outright in overtime at the Rams. They go to 4-1 with the win. And the Rams drop to 3-2. The Niners 3-0 in the division. Yeah. Yeah, great work by the Niners on their left side than Rams' right side. Not even close enough to measure. All right, well, that'll do it for me. Thanks for hanging out tonight, boys and girls. Niners 26-23 at the Rams. They'll go into their break heading into next week feeling good about life. Like I say, that the schedule sets up. Both teams have a few days off here. The Rams will go to Baltimore next weekend for an early kick, 1 o'clock Eastern, and the Niners will go to Tampa Bay for a late kick. That game got flexed into the 4:25 spot at the expense of New England and New Orleans. So the Niners at Tampa will likely be a small dog depending on the status of either Jones or Purdy. Jones is now 3-0 in his starts this season. 4-1 the Niners are. Huge win. And we'll see what happens with the Rams. Obviously, it's a big spot for them at 3-2. The Ravens are either going to be 2-3 or 1-4. That game suddenly takes on a ton of importance, regardless of what happens with the Ravens this weekend. Because those are two good football teams, and one of them is going to be, they're both going to be either 500 or below if the Ravens win it. So, Rams 26-23, losers to the Niners tonight. They do not. The Niners cover everything. Goes over the total. The Ram teaser bettors are a loser. Moneyline parlays are also losers. So the sports books already got the foot in the ass of the players going into the weekend. New Mexico State 27-10. They lead in the third quarter. I'm sorry, fourth quarter. 9:14 to go. New Mexico Sam Houston State a drive. They actually this game with a little bit of magic can still get to the total of 51.5, 52. They're going to have to score. Actually, it's a 3-score game to get to the total. It would be almost a miracle. And it's 4th and 6 from their own 45 now. I'll be back tomorrow at 7 Eastern, so in about 19 and a half hours from now, give or take. Sorry, yeah. And that'll be for the 2 7 o'clock Eastern games. In college, one on CBS College, the other one on ESPN2. There are also 3 games that start at 10 o'clock or later Eastern. I'll take a small break after the halftime of those 2 early games. Be back for the 3 late ones. That'll wrap me up sometime after midnight Eastern. So looking forward to it. It'll be a long night, long weekend altogether. But hey, today's my Monday. Comes with the streaming stuff. We got baseball playoffs start on Saturday as well. We'll be busy. It'll be fun. I look forward to it. I hope you do too. Hopefully everything went well tonight. If not, hey, fight right back tomorrow. It's a long weekend. Take care. Be well. God bless. And we'll see you guys.